Hey guys, welcome back to Financial Elegance JA. Happy to have you back at the channel, and if you are new, welcome. We are all about helping you to achieve business growth and self-development along the way. Today we're going to be talking about 3 things that I do to maintain a positive attitude and protect my psyche and my energy, and how that helps me to go through day by day and week by week. Along with that, we're going to be just sharing 8 laws. Yeah, about 8 laws that I learned about earlier this week. It's really nothing that's out of anyone's reach, so I thought it would be good to share it with you guys, alright? So, without further ado, let's get right on into the video. Before I get into anything, guys, tell me something. Outside look pretty today, not true? Outside is looking very pretty. It just don't rain. I'm determined to film outside because I'm just determined to film outside. Yes. Outside look nice and such, not true? Nature go on with itself. 2020. Nature still go on with itself. Right? Watch there. You mean to tell me say nature not going with itself? Like, if you're a nature person, comment down below. Like, check it out. Alright, so the reason why I wanted to talk about having a positive psyche is because, like, today is Sunday, now that I'm recording this video, and to be honest, I'm never in a mood for record nothing today, right? Even though I wrote my outline and stuff from Thursday in preparation and did some research and stuff, but I kind of flipped it a little bit because this is a part of just your day-to-day, not just running your own business, or even if you haven't started anything for yourself but you have your regular 9 to 5 or whatever it is. Some days you just wake up and don't in the mood, so I wanted to talk about that today, right? So even though I'm never in a mood for record no video, I felt encouraged because I know the reason why I'm making these videos. I know what the end goal is, so that helped to push me and give me some determination. Guys, see with me the rain. Okay, so first of all, why is it important to protect your own energy and your psyche? The reason why, for me at least, is because it helps me to have a clear mind, and it helps me to even know exactly what it is that I'm preparing myself for. Whether it is I know I have a meeting coming up during the week, or I know I have certain goals I want to accomplish for the day, I need to ensure that I pause, take a minute to actually breathe and be present. Be present to realize that, okay, today is kind of a hectic day, but I still need to take 5 minutes to meditate, and that's the first thing I do every single day. I always find 5 minutes to meditate. Boy, the sun, yeah, but I'm gonna bear through it for you guys, right? No, I can't do that. I definitely cannot do that, but oh, no, just like a workout, guys. Remember, real with you. Okay, all right. Thank you, Cloud. Thank you. All right. So I meditate at least 5 minutes every day because it helps me to not get overwhelmed, especially when I have a whole bunch of tasks to complete in any particular day. So what I do is I actually use an app. It's called Fabulous. Guys, I really love the app. So they actually have challenges that you can complete for 30 days. We know that it takes like 30 days to actually develop a habit. So the first habit that I started with this app was drinking water every day, and I've been using this app for almost a year now, so I really do stand by it. So now I don't even have to think about it. Like, I naturally drink more water more than anything else. If I feel like I probably need more sugar or something like that, then I'll have a sweet drink or a natural juice. But like, I don't even drink soda anymore. That's how serious this is. And that's how important drinking more water was for me. So that's one thing, and they have so many different options. So it can be for working out, it can be for organizing, it can be to actually cleanse yourself from social media, whether you want to do that for a certain number of hours per day. Like, there's just so many options. I can't even list categories for the amount of things that this app can help you with. But they have a bunch of different meditations there, and I've been doing the breather, self-esteem, and also overview. Those are just three of the names of three different meditations that they offer. And of course, there are far more there that you can actually get for free. So I realize it has been helping me to manage the workload that I have, because guys, I have a regular 8 to 5 Monday to Friday. You know, I have financial elegance now, which is my baby. I love it. I soon get into how I manage dealing with both of those things, right? And I do also study online. So I'm getting a marketing degree, and I have a year and 1 semester left. So you can imagine there's a lot of things that have to be completed week over week. So meditations really help me, and this app actually really does help, because what it does is it uses a lot of tranquil sounds and instrumentals. And there's also the second thing I do, and this is actually a tip I got from Erin on Demand. She's another YouTuber, and she actually helps with digital content creating. So she'll be linked down below. You can check her out. She actually shared a method called the top 3. So that means that you're going to write down the top 3 things that you have to complete for the day, and you do this every day. So that is how you're able to get the most important tasks out of the day. It really helps with prioritization. So instead of writing an extensively long to-do list, just write the top 3 that you need, and then you're good to go. You tick them off as you go along. For me, I use the top 3 method for everything I need to do for financial elegance. And then what I do is meditation helps me to balance out the tasks, or prepare myself for any heavy duty tasks that I have to do for my regular job. And then I even do it before I start doing an assignment or anything for school or any of my online assignments. So that's how the top 3 helps. And there, she also has her own challenges that are, I would say, they're unique. For example, for those of you who are more focused on your own business, and it may not be a part-time or a side hustle, then she has a challenge called the 4-hour intensive. So that means you're going to do work for 4 hours straight, and you actually will get to compare and see how much work you get done in that short window of time versus a full day of work if you were to focus on your business that way. Because it really was to emphasize and let you know your own strengths and capabilities in terms of managing yourself. Even though it is time management, it's more so self-management. So that's another helpful side tip there. The third and final thing that I have to say helps me to have peace of mind as I go throughout each day is definitely not sacrificing everything. We do know that when you're starting a business, once life in general, if you have kids, you have your family, you have somebody that you're taking care of, sometimes you can forget about yourself or sacrifice something that you love just to take care of your family or do whatever needs to be done, whatever responsibilities you have. So what I'm recommending is that you don't sacrifice everything. So 2 things that I love is dancing, and then I do also again love Spanish. Guys, I used to be an intermediate level with Spanish. I did bad Spanish speaking, but with life and taking new paths and stuff, it actually took a back seat. So what I've done now is I've used Duolingo. A lot of people are familiar with that. So Duolingo is an app that actually helps you to practice a language a little bit every day. So that's what I'm doing to keep the love for it alive. And it actually helps to bring me some peace to know I'm doing something that I really love. So that is a recommendation I'm putting forth for you as well. And when you do sacrifice for your business, just know you don't need to sacrifice everything, and it's not going to be forever. Just remember that, and you'll be able to go through the day more peacefully. All right. So those are the 3 things: meditation, top 3 to prioritize, and don't sacrifice every single thing that you love. All right. Save something for yourself. Now, in terms of the 8 laws to help you have a more peaceful atmosphere, a more positive mindset, and just to ensure that you're okay at the end of the day, these are 8 laws that I actually got from the same fabulous app. They do have motivations that you can listen to and read as well. And when I read these earlier this week, I felt like I really had to share it with you guys. So here we go. So the first one, and I have my notes here, so when you see me looking down, that's why. The first law is to create a space for good habits. So say for example, you decided that you want to either work on your business, read a book, drink some water. The encouragement here is to have, or the law rather, is to have a designated space that you are going to practice your habits, or you are going to have your me time, have time for yourself, whether it's going to be a corner of your room. For me, it's my office, because there is very peaceful. I'll insert some pictures somewhere in here. I'll insert some pictures there. You would have noticed a new background in the last video, but my office is where I find peace, right? So when I wake up in the morning and I have my drink of water, I'm ready to start my day. I go down in my office, I open up the doors, I open up the windows and let the fresh air come in. I have scented candles in there that I will light from time to time, and it sets the ambiance for me. It makes me feel relaxed to go through and do my tasks. Sometimes I'll even put in some instrumentals in the background. There's a nice big carpet in there, and it helps to bring a lot of color and vibrancy, because as you can tell, I like some prints, I like some bold colors sometimes. So, and the room is all white, so adding those personal touches will help to develop an environment where I can focus on developing my habits, focus on working on my goals. So that is the recommendation there. So that's you taking command of a space that you can go to just to have time for yourself. Test the waters, try something new. You never know if you like something until you give it a try. When I was young and KFC first come out with barbecue chicken, I never want to taste it. I automatically tell my father I don't like it. And then I said, alright. A couple weeks later, I said, Daddy, buy it for me again. I love it. You couldn't get me to buy original or spicy after that, because this was when I was young. Them first come out with barbecue chicken. I'm gonna tell you, I can't turn back. I can't turn back. You get me? So, try new things, go to new places. I have intentions to explore more of my country, because I live where most people vacation, and there are people out in the wider public, all around the world, when no places in Jamaica where I don't know, and that's very bad, right? So I've taken it upon myself to have the intention and plan to visit some of these places and set some new adventures. And yes, I will be taking you guys along. The fourth law is actually to burn the fuel of your higher purpose. All right. Burning the fuel of your higher purpose simply means that you don't forget the bigger picture here. So if it is that you have your regular job, or you have your business, you have 2 side hustles, whatever it may be, if you know that your end goal or your personal goal is to own a house, you're gonna say, all right, me want get my house in the next 3 to 5 years. So X amount from my side hustle, X amount from my main job is going to go in a savings. Victoria Mutual has their iSavings. That's where you're gonna put money in a fixed deposit, and it's gonna earn 3.5% per annum. So that means you're going to gain some percentage on the money that you are earning and saving rather, and then you'll be able to see that at the end of the 3 or 5 years that may just add up to put down on your deposits. Or if you choose to get an NHT loan, I mean, gather information. You know that you want to get your house, or you want to invest it in real estate, in stocks, whatever it may be. Once you remember that end goal, that's going to be what keeps you grinding. Because to be honest with you guys, I wasn't feeling too well from the start of the weekend, so I really was not in the highest of spirits to record today. But I remember that I wanted to be consistent. That was my goal, or it is my goal rather, to remain consistent with giving you these videos every week. And eventually I want it to get to a point where I can crank out 2 videos per week. So that's what I do. I keep the goals in mind, I keep the bigger picture in mind, and that is what helps to keep me grinding during the moments where I don't feel motivated to, I don't feel like I even have the energy to. So, just burning that fuel of purpose. Law 5 is to work and reflect. And the reason why I thought this one stood out to me the most out of the 8, because when you think about it, a lot of times you're just stuck on autopilot. You're getting 10 million things done, and then even when you do accomplish so much off of your list, you keep adding to it so much more that is like it's never ending, which is true. Your tasks are never ending, no matter what you're doing. If you're a stay-at-home mom, if you work full-time, your tasks just come and let them get done. So stop, reflect, pat yourself on the shoulder, because you've achieved a lot. You have done a lot. You didn't get here by not doing anything. So there's nothing wrong with acknowledging that, even if it's to say, okay, this week I was able to crank out a video, I was able to write the treatment or the outline for the follow-up video. I was able to complete an assignment and submit it early. Those are just things for me personally, but for you, whatever it is, I mean, just stop, acknowledge what you have accomplished, have a look at what you have yet to accomplish, and then see if you can even analyze and change 1 or 2 methods, something to make it more efficient. The point is to stop, reflect, and be present. Acknowledge that you are the bomb.com. You have been kicking ass to get everything that you want to accomplish out there. I mean, you're not just claiming it in the atmosphere, your actions are putting it out there for it to be in motion. Like, the future you is gonna be so damn proud of you that you're gonna look back and be like, I have no advice. I have no advice for myself, but I can tell someone else that you should just keep grinding. And as you're grinding, reflect. Okay, so for the 6th law, that is to avoid being in pilot mode. Again, this is just you pressing the pause button, because really the world around you will never stop. You can't press pause on time, so you press pause on you. Okay, you press pause on you, and remember to just breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out, because even as it said in the app, let me share this with you. It said here and now is never automatic, but it is only the source of control. So that means you being able to press pause on yourself is how you're going to be able to have control of yourself. Take yourself out of autopilot. Realize that you are accomplishing things. Realize that, okay, I need to slow down because I'm not a machine. I'm a human being. I need to feel things. I need to acknowledge that I'm happy that I have accomplished this much. Being present means that my brother just turned 13 and I'm happy to see him enter his preteens and helping him to navigate through all of that. So when you look back at the end of your life or the end of your journey, you can be like, I have no regrets. Because you have a lot of people who accomplish everything they set out to, but they didn't enjoy the process along the way. So the 7th law is to actually search for sweetness to savor. And that's really about your taste palette of life. Specifically, simply put, challenges and obstacles are always going to be there. We know this. So what you have to do is just acknowledge that these obstacles or these failures are not there to tear you down. I mean, yeah, you're going to feel away. Who not going to feel away? If something not go how you want it to or come out how you want it to, yeah, you're going to feel away. But you're going to say, okay, I was planning this event. Unfortunately, 1 or 2 sponsors had to pull out, but guess what? I'm still going to go through with it. I'm going to focus on what's in my control because at the end of the day, I can only do my best, and my best is always good enough. And you just pull on those lessons and be like, okay, next year, this is what's going to make the event better. And that's all that is. Train your palate, meaning how you respond to life, to taste the sweetness even in the face of struggle. So that means pulling the lessons from hiccups, obstacles. The final one is prioritizing community. So even though it's very important to draw back from people, to be in a space where you're only hearing your thoughts, where you're only feeling your energy, this is where you need to be like, sometimes too much of that is not good. I'm a homebody. I'm not really gonna lie. That's one of the main reasons why I haven't been to a lot of places, and I'm making a change, because too much solemnity is not good. So the lesson from that is the ultimate satisfaction comes from mastering yourself and contributing to the greater good. So it's just all about not being away from people too much, because people help to make memories, and it's not just the places that you go that are awesome, because you can go to a party and the party bombing, but if you go there by yourself, and not every time you're gonna enjoy it by yourself. Sometimes you're gonna want your friends with you. So that's literally all that part is about. Just don't forget that you have people around you that do provide good energy to you, that do help to promote you having a good psyche. And that is probably just you spending time with them to enjoy. So guys, that's the end of the video today. I do hope that you enjoyed. If there is any app or anything that you do to help protect your psyche, help keep yourself positive, to help your productivity throughout the days and the weeks to come, drop it in the comments down below. I look forward to hearing what you guys do. And also make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to the page. There's a lot more coming for self-development as well. Continue to support the page. Also follow us on Instagram. All the social medias will be linked down below. Love you guys.